Planning a fishing trip shouldn't feel like a full-time job. With fishingbooker.com, you can find and book the perfect fishing trip within minutes. Fishingbooker.com connects you with trusted fishing captains around the world. Booking is fast, easy, and secure, with access to verified customer reviews, loyalty rewards, and around-the-clock customer support. Everything you need to book with confidence is in one place. So head to fishingbooker.com and start planning your next fishing adventure today. Planning a fishing trip shouldn't feel like a full-time job. With fishingbooker.com, you can find and book the perfect fishing trip within minutes. Fishingbooker.com connects you with trusted fishing captains around the world. Booking is fast, easy, and secure, with access to verified customer reviews, loyalty rewards, and around-the-clock customer support. Everything you need to book with confidence is in one place. So head to fishingbooker.com and start planning your next fishing adventure today.
All right, welcome back to the Survival and Basic Badass podcast with Kevin and Chuck. Today we're going to talk about getting wet or trying not to get wet. Basically preparing for the storm. We all, no matter where you live in the country, there's always a time that bad weather comes and you need to be ready. It might be a big thunderstorm. It might be, hot summer where things just get crazy. Could be hurricanes. Could be big snow. There's times when you need to hunker down and get ready. It's not always the end of the world. Mm-hmm. It's not always the nuclear fallout or whatever. Sometimes we just got to get ready for when bad storms come. What do we do to be prepared?
Yeah, I thought we'd talk mostly about, hurricanes, but I think most of these things will apply pretty generally, whatever you're looking for.
It's getting ready, right?
Right. So I was in a couple hurricanes. The first one was Hurricane Isabel.
Okay.
In 2003, that was down in Virginia. I was just out of the military and didn't know nothing about being ready for nothing.
That sounds right.
There was fist fights at gas stations and, that sort of stuff. So, best to avoid those sort of situations. So one of the things you want to stockpile is start off with, with gas, propane for your grill.
Keep
Make
your
sure
powder
your cars
dry.
are full.
Oh. All right.
Fill up a couple of 2-gallon, 5-gallon gas containers and, keep them in the vehicle with you if you got to go someplace. Now, if you're bugging out, sometimes they evacuate places.
They do that. But we still got to get our house ready, right? Before we do that?
Right. Well, I mean...
Sometimes it's a minute's notice.
Because sometimes white people have to go around and... What do? They scavenge for ways to survive. Black people loot. I think that's the difference, though, is
it keeps coming back to this. I see this recurring theme throughout the podcast.
Well, I mean, that's what I've noticed watching CNN, but...
All right. There is a media bias.
There is a media bias when it comes to that sort of stuff. But, anyway, we want to talk about the basics that you need, right? Water, food, heat, shelter. These are the things you're going to worry about when the storm's coming. So you get your gas, water. You want to do like a gallon a person a day for at least 3 days. With those sorts of things, with the power going out, you got about 3 days probably long term for until you're kind of back up and getting around.
All right. I think I mentioned it. Actually, I know I mentioned it, but I have that water bob. Fill up the bathtub, so I'm ready.
Yep, all right. Now, when it comes to food, best thing to stockpile is food that's, ready to eat. You know what I mean? You don't want to have nothing to cook, Just to get your MREs together.
I can only eat so many potato chips.
Granola bars, man. The granola bars are good. If you have a grill, make sure you're stocked up on both your cans of propane,
Yeah.
Because you can eat hot beans are a lot better than cold beans.
Turns out if you don't go to Lowe's for your propane, You can go to the gas station, like the guys who sell the propane,
Right.
and they'll fill them for like $10. You just gotta plan a little bit.
Yep. Yep, I filled my last one up for $13 at one of those places.
Exactly. You found somebody good.
Yep.
Nice.
And I remember when I was in Virginia during Isabel, I lived next to this guy that was just out of prison. Crazy Irishman that would just get drunk and try and fight everybody.
All right.
You know, I lived in an apartment complex. And so I did all the wrong things. I, spent time, taping up my windows, in case they were going to break.
People do that.
Nothing broke. I just wasted tape and, time.
At least you didn't go buy 20 sheets of plywood.
That's true.
And screw them on the window.
Yep, that's true. But I didn't have a full tank of gas. I had a quarter tank of gas. Didn't think that the power would be out and gas stations would be closed. So that was an issue. I didn't turn, it's something I heard, you probably would know better about this than me, is turning the refrigerator all the way down to the coldest setting. Will that keep, if you do it a day ahead of time or something?
I guess in theory, yeah. That's got to help. But what's weird with the fridge settings, you want to turn the dial that has the word off. The one that goes to off and shuts it off, that one you turn up. Don't touch the other dial.
Okay.
Because if you turn the other one, it just keeps all the cold in the freezer, and it shuts it off to the fridge.
Okay.
And then your food goes bad anyway.
Your food's bad.
And then, so that didn't solve anything.
All right. Well, when I was down there, I had the crazy guy that lived next door to me. Got his grill going in the middle of the hurricane. Had it chained up to a staircase. And was
this
out there
does sound
grilling in the
familiar to me, this story.
Yeah, well, it happened, so it's I might have told you this story before.
All right. And hence the hurricane party.
Hence the hurricane party.
All right.
Cleaning up your yard. Cleaning up the branches that are hanging over the house, dead wood, cleaning out the gutters, make sure the water moves the way it's supposed to move.
Preemptive planning.
Right, right. First aid kit, batteries, disinfectant. With the first aid kit, you can get rubbing alcohol for $, right? I load up on that stuff. I dump it on my kid all the time. Anytime he cuts himself up.
He just needs a bath in rubbing alcohol. All right.
Soak him down. You can drink it too if you get desperate.
That sounds really desperate.
I was in when I lived down there. I remember there were homeless guys dying because they were stealing rubbing alcohol from the gas stations and drinking it. And apparently that doesn't work out.
So people are dying from drinking rubbing alcohol, and then you're telling me, you know what's a good idea? You guys could drink it too.
It. Well, if you're dumb enough to listen to that, man, then you're dumb enough that you shouldn't be in the gene pool anymore.
Oh no.
Now I've got battery powered radios.
Yes.
That's something that you should have. That's something everybody should have.
I did. I bought one of those with the single sideband and the NOAA frequency and the I've never used it yet, and it has the crank, and I think it was like $12 or $15 on Amazon.
You get them pretty cheap.
It has the radio, it has the flashlight, and it has the NOAA bands and like that.
Yep.
It has the USB charger for whatever.
Well, that's good though, man.
It also has kind of a little something neat, and it was I'll throw that in the bug out bag.
What I was looking at though was never really thought about this specifically, but you can design one of your rooms in your house to be like your safe room. You know what I mean? Like if you have a really bad, a hurricane or a tornado coming.
All right.
One room that's up above where flood water would be.
Okay.
So you don't want it on the first floor. Limited windows.
All right.
Store it. You can put, bring all your candles, your batteries, and that sort of stuff when it's really hitting hard, and hide out up there. So I've definitely got a room designed with, designed for the stronger walls. Make sure the roof isn't going to rip off from that room at least.
No, I like that.
Cash. You're going to need cash.
So ATMs might go down. The bank might be closed.
Hit
cash,
up your ATMs,
money in the pocket.
Yep.
And you know what? Credit card machines go down when the power's out. And they say cash only in the windows. I've seen it happen.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, if you got to get gas and there's a line at the gas station and you got to pay cash, man, that card and the promise that I'm going to come back and pay you ain't going to help.
Especially when there's a line, So.
Yeah. What What else? Fire extinguishers. Should have a fire extinguisher in your house just in case.
All right.
I think that they're kind of expensive, but the ABCD ones, the ones that cover all the, all the electrical and grease fires and everything. That's it's good to have. They're a little bit expensive, but you can get one for about $50 and just keep it. Keep it in your basement, keep it wherever, someplace handy. Gonna want to protect your paperwork, right? Birth certificates and all that sort of stuff.
Now, how about safes? Are they usually waterproof, or how do they work?
Usually not, but I mean,
no.
This is America. You can get anything you want.
Ah, I like it.
I mean, they make Ziploc bags and stuff for if you want to, stick that sort of stuff in too. They're pretty good with that. Most of them are fire resistant.
Yeah,
but I don't really know what fire resistant means. It's not fireproof. It's a different thing altogether.
I can never figure that out with waterproof and water resistant with my watches and whatever.
Yeah, nobody knows what's going on with
this.
Go
get in the water, might leak, might ruin it.
Yeah,
why not?
Somebody showed me his that was resistant up to 15 meters below water.
Yeah, resistant.
But it wasn't waterproof, even 15 meters below the water.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't really understand that.
No, who knows? Who cares? Now, I was going to get into some of the stuff that you should just have on hand, even if there's not a storm coming. So
all right.
Check your stockpile. These are things that you should have in your garage, in your shed, in your basement, your attic. Duct tape, mandatory. Always have a few rolls around. You're going to
upgrade to Gorilla Tape.
Yeah. Oh, yeah? Is that what you've been using?
That's what I've been using. It is a step up. Ever since the truck, the radiator hose broke, and I had to tape it up quick. And 3 weeks later, I'm still using the same Gorilla Tape hose, and hasn't dripped a drop.
Gorilla Tape come with things like mustaches on it and zebra print? Because I got duct tape in those.
Frozen.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, frozen duct tape.
Nice.
You got to step it up.
Yes, I got to get my princess game on point.
That's it. So, all right, duct tape,
cooler.
We always talk about water. Cooler. Right. Tell me about a cooler.
Cooler. Load it up with ice, man.
Yeah.
Load it up with ice, even if you're not using it for anything.
Now, I know I've mentioned it, but it definitely is worth being said here. Is I would take gallon jugs and freeze them. I'd just throw them in the freezer when I think the storm's coming, and that way, one, I have water, and two, it fills up all the empty spaces in the freezer. It's more ice keeping it cold.
Right.
Takes longer to defrost. Because that open air, that's what's going to warm up your fridge.
Yeah, every time you open that door, all the cold air just dumps out.
But if it's solid packed with everything, then it's going to stay cold. Mm-hmm. So just keep that in mind.
Pack your fridge with cold things. Beer's a good one for it. It retains the temperature pretty well when it's in there. Make sure your grill's ready. We already talked about that.
Like grill.
Disposable plates and cups and things like that. If you're going to be facing an issue with water, and you don't have to clean, even better. Roll of plastic. If something does happen.
Or if you have to get rid of a body.
Yeah, wrap it up in that. I mean, that's something you should have in your, right by your shovels and your duct tape in your, in your garage.
It always sounds right.
Yeah. Cleaning supplies, you may end up having to deal with that. Chainsaw, make sure your chainsaw's ready to go.
I really do. When storm season comes, and honestly, I hate to say it, when I know a storm's really coming, like a big storm, a lot of times I'll throw the chainsaw in the truck just in case. Oh, my ride home might be bad.
Right.
And because you never know, that happens.
Yep.
And I really have done that quite a few times where I'm like, I'm just going to take the chainsaw today.
Yeah. No, it's not a bad idea. And it's another one of those things because it's not gasoline. You got to have the mixed fuel.
Yeah.
Have a little bit mixed up, ready to go. That's, something that you should just be on top of as you're going through your day-to-day life. I remember Hurricane Irene, when Hurricane Irene hit. I watched these guys try and drive across the flooded road.
Oh, danger.
And you could see, because there are guardrails on both sides.
Yeah, you see how deep.
See the guardrails went into the water, so it was more than 3 feet deep. And, he got about 18, 20 feet into, a 150-foot crossing, and he was sitting on his hood with his girlfriend. And I thought about helping him, and then I just thought about, that was funny, and I just drove around.
Then there was like a fly in the window or a funny joke on the radio.
No.
Oh, wait, Facebook's got something going on. Yeah. No, that happens.
Something happened. Yeah. I'd laughed and pointed my finger at him.
All right. So we got water. We got food supply. We got things to secure our house. Now, anything else to really secure the house? Like I said, I mean, some places getting the plywood and like that, a lot of places, people do keep that kind of thing. If you have the oceanfront house,
yeah, and
maybe that is something you need to worry about.
What's been disappearing lately is shutters that actually work.
You don't see that anymore.
Have shutters that they could close the shutters.
I just saw a new house, a new construction, and they did like barn door shutters, the ones that slide in front.
Yep.
And I mean, I'm sure the guy did it just for the novelty of it, and it looks cool.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, he's awesome.
Right.
Because you slide those over, you're doing gunfights, whatever you got to do, you're ready.
You're ready to go.
And but that's it. I mean, sometimes it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be next to the big plate glass window when things, and you know what, $25 or maybe $15 if you buy the right size plywood.
Yep.
Might save you $1,000 window, or who knows.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I always thought those things were a little bit underrated, man. Nobody remember up in Canada. There was that house up there. They had the actual shutters closed. I always thought that was cool. Anytime they'd leave for an extended period of time, they'd
board it up,
close it up. Yeah, I mean that's some of the basics, but when you get into the specifics of what storm you're facing, you got different obstacles, right? So you've got snowstorms.
I think snowstorms. Now, what about heat? All right, so what are we gonna do when power's out and it's cold?
Power's out. Propane heaters are pretty good, man.
Propane,
not connected to don't require any plug-ins. Good for that.
I love the kerosene heaters, and now here's the thing: kerosene heaters, you hopefully have enough kerosene. I mean, if you have 5 gallons, that's going to last you probably 3 or 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was going in Virginia Beach. I'd use one of those to heat my house in the winter because I was really poor when I was in the Navy, and I think I'd do like 1.5 gallons a day in the winter there. Mm-hmm. Again, that's a Virginia winter, not a New York winter. But still, and basically, if it does come down to it, you can take the number 2 heating oil out of your furnace and fill it into a cup and put it in the kerosene. Now, the problem is it burns smoky.
Right.
And it'll kind of turn your ceiling black. And, and it's not nice to breathe in. But you know what? It's better than freezing to death.
That's right.
A lot of people I only know that it'll stain your ceiling because I have some ceilings that are stained in my house. Because there's some cheap bastard that used to live in the house before me, and he used to do that.
I remember that guy,
he's done that.
Still cheap.
Yeah. So, anyway, moving on.
So, a lot of people have fireplaces. Make sure you got your firewood stacked up. Your, pot-belly stove or wood stove.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Good way to go with that with the cold weather. Snow shovels. Don't give yourself a heart attack. I know 2 people that died from shoveling snow. Just drop dead.
Don't stick your fingers in the snowblower while it's running.
Don't do that. Don't eat yellow snow.
We got a lot of good advice for you.
You know the winter around here, man. Now with some other things, tornadoes. Have you ever been involved with a tornado? I lived out in the Midwest for a little while.
No.
Had some tornado scares.
All right.
Usually comes with a little bit of rain, and it's mostly just chainsaw work afterwards.
Yeah.
If you have a basement, a lot of these places, get a sump pump, do the thing, man. It's not that much money. It's worth having, keeping your basement dry.
Good place to hide.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it too. Be paying attention. Hey, there's tornadoes in our area today. Maybe keep the radio on.
Yeah. This is Hurricane Awareness Month.
Oh,
people don't know this.
See?
September is Hurricane Awareness Month.
We stepped it up for you guys.
Yep. So we're bringing it to you live, man.
Wow.
Now, what about the thing that I don't feel like we stress enough on this is when you're ready, getting an emergency type situation coming. It's nice to have all your batteries that you need.
I do.
Replace the batteries in your flashlights. Is that, when it dies on you because you haven't used it in 3 months and all of a sudden it doesn't work, have your batteries ready. Batteries ready for your radio. Batteries ready for your, remote control drones so you can spy on the neighbors and see how the roads look ahead.
Have the A+ video for the aftermath to sell to CNN, right?
Right.
I mean, that seems right to me.
Yep. Staying on point with that, man.
Keep your ammo, your powder dry, your guns oiled. They got to be ready.
So that's pretty much all I got here, man.
All right. Now, one more thing. You talked about bugging out.
Yeah.
Did you have any more on that? You just touched on it. I distracted you.
If you have to evacuate, say you're in, say you're down in Katrina or one of those areas, Baton Rouge, and you're getting evacuated. Got to get out. Where are you going to go to? Do you have your spot picked out? Do you know a bug out place? Do you know some place with a cheap hotel?
Sounds like a time for a vacation.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me. Sounds like if I live in Louisiana, I'm going vacation up in, maybe I'm going to go check out the Big Apple.
Yeah.
Go see New York.
Yep.
Maybe if I live in the Big Apple, maybe I'm going to Louisiana. Go check out New Orleans.
Yeah.
Maybe I might not come back.
That sounds good, man. I think I'd head up to down to Tennessee, man. If I was going to not come back from someplace, that'd probably be where it would end up being.
No, not bad. Now, I know you guys have seen on a lot of the Facebook, a lot of the prepper stuff. I've been seeing these ads for this Amerigeddon movie.
Yeah, I heard about this.
So, all right. So it's a, prepper movie. I think Mike Norris, I think it's Chuck Norris's kid, produced it or directed it or both.
Now, wasn't he in a bad movie as a kid with Chuck Norris?
I don't know about that. You'd have to be the expert on that.
I don't know. It's like right on the edge of my brain. I don't really actually...
But, hey, I'm looking out for you guys. So I was able to secure a copy of this movie for you.
All right.
Brand new copy. And what I decided is maybe we should have a little raffle contest kind of thing going on. No guarantees here, but basically, if you guys were able to go over to our iTunes, leave a review this week. Everybody who leaves a review from the day the podcast comes out, which should be, Saturday, September something. If you 20th. Got a phone or something, about 21st. When that is. 21st. Wait, we're waiting for it. All right, dead air. Luckily, it's not live radio.
Yeah, it's going to be the 18th. Excuse me.
All right, Saturday, September 18th, up until Saturday. What's the next Saturday?
24th.
24th. So if you guys leave us a review on the iTunes, somewhere in that window, we'll go through it. Me and Kevin will review them all. We'll see who has the most impressive, unique, most entertaining review, and we will announce you next week on the podcast, and we will have you email us at preppingbadass@gmail.com. We'll have you give us your address, and we will mail you out your very own copy for free.
Right. We won't be selling your information either.
And Kevin says he's not selling your information. It's a crapshoot.
Burn the address. It's like one of those Mission Impossible things.
Oh.
It's going to self-destruct after we send it out to you.
And by that, we mean we'll write your address down and then hit delete.
Right.
So, you're good like that. So, we got that for you. Also, I did want to mention, I feel bad, the last week's episode, the sound quality was a little iffy. A lot of banging around. Hopefully we're moving in the right direction and stepping up the sound. Hopefully this one sounds good. But, hey, we're aware there's problems. We're working on it. And we're trying to take care of you guys. So, leave us a good review.
You can email us at
preppingbadass@gmail.com.
There you go.
Check out the website, preppingbadass.com.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the YouTube channel, Prepping Badass channel.
All right, excellent.
And I think...
So all you have to really remember is Prepping Badass.
Yeah, pretty much anywhere you go, Prepping Badass is what you need to be thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, stay safe, and we will talk to you guys next week.
Planning a fishing trip shouldn't feel like a full-time job. With fishingbooker.com, you can find and book the perfect fishing trip within minutes. Fishingbooker.com connects you with trusted fishing captains around the world. Booking is fast, easy, and secure, with access to verified customer reviews, loyalty rewards, and around-the-clock customer support. Everything you need to book with confidence is in one place. So head to fishingbooker.com and start planning your next fishing adventure today. Planning a fishing trip shouldn't feel like a full-time job. With fishingbooker.com, you can find and book the perfect fishing trip within minutes. Fishingbooker.com connects you with trusted fishing captains around the world. Booking is fast, easy, and secure, with access to verified customer reviews, loyalty rewards, and around-the-clock customer support. Everything you need to book with confidence is in one place. So head to fishingbooker.com and start planning your next fishing adventure today.